Hey, my beautiful peeps. It's time for a glimpse of encouragement. Yes. Have you ever looked at somebody and said, they have diabetes? Or, oh yeah, he has heart disease. I can see it. Or, oh yeah, I knew it. She has high blood pressure. It's all in her face. No, you haven't. Unless you're a prophet and the Lord gave you a word of healing for somebody. Okay, but you're not a prophet. Well, maybe you are, but okay, no. No, you haven't looked at somebody and saw their affliction, or you haven't looked at them and saw their illness on them, unless it's a physical element. Okay. I want to talk about something that's really not talked about much. And if it is, there's this great misconception of what it is. And that's mental illness. Yes, I want to talk about mental illness. There is a stigma behind it that is... it's got to be broken, because there are so many broken people out there, and there is physically something wrong with their brain. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm speaking of the chemical imbalance. See, your frontal lobe, it controls just about everything as far as your moods, appetite, impulsivity, your responses to things. Your frontal lobe really does a lot for your body. Now, this little 3-pound mass that's behind this forehead and housed in the small, thin skull, it's about 3 pounds, right? I mean, that's what I read. Actually, Anaya, my middle baby, she's got a really big head. I think, I would say hers is about 6 pounds. Okay. She's so smart, though. Oh, my gosh. But this is the most complex organ in our body. Our brain defines our humanity. I mean, our brain is what separates us from animals and insects and everything else. I mean, oh my God, I don't even know how to articulate how complex and beautiful your mind is. Yet, it's the last thing that we take care of. Yes. Mental illness is real. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there, right? I mean, I just proven that with diabetes and heart disease and, I mean, all of that, right? So if you had something going on with your body, I mean, obviously, if somebody has diabetes, their insulin is not functioning properly. You take medication for that, right? To get it functioned, or else you'll end up dying. Or your blood pressure. You take medication, you seek medical attention for headaches, and you're passing out, and they don't know what's wrong with you. And then you find out, oh, you have high blood pressure. You need to take medicine for that, right? Yes. Why don't we treat our brain the same way? I'm telling you now that it's not normal to cry all the time. It is not normal to sleep all the time. It's not normal to obsessively clean your house. It's not normal to go on a spending spree. It's not normal to go ziggity boom on somebody just because they said hello. It's not normal. And I would just 1,000% say that it's low serotonin. Mental illness is a chemical imbalance. The reason why I know a little bit about this is because my mom was diagnosed with bipolar disorder when she was pretty young. And thank God it's controlled by medicine. But there were times where she would be extremely happy one moment and then extremely angry the next. Yes. Mental illness is real. And we got to break the stigma behind it that it's just all in our mind. Well, it actually is all in your mind. It's a chemical imbalance. Seek medical attention for it. Hello, I'm talking to you. About 7 years ago, I went through one of the hardest times in my life. Like, I thought my world was coming to an end. Like, I didn't know whether I was coming or going. I didn't know whether I was asleep or I was awake. Some of you know what I'm talking about. But it was the hardest time in my life where I could not function. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I was a damn mess. And I just had 2 babies back to back. I went to my doctor and first of all, I couldn't stop crying all the time. I didn't want to get out of bed. I was depressed, y'all. I mean, like severe depression, like about to off myself kind of depression. Yes. I went to the doctor and she prescribed some antidepressants. And I started taking them because I couldn't function. I could not. And it was for a temporary situation. But I didn't know that I had a mental illness prior to that. You say, what? Mental illness? Selena, you got a mental illness? You got a mental illness? And most of you know I have OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. Now, I thought I was just clean. I mean, like, I have to have things in order. I have to have things clean. I can't have a spot on a glass. I mean, like to the point where I would come home and if anything was out of place, I would lose my mind, like cry, clean and cry and yell and cry and clean. Like, it was madness, right? I mean, seriously, I could not leave my house without making sure everything was perfect and in order. I was late to just about everything, to work, to any function. I was late. And it was because I had to clean. I could not, it would. Have you ever seen Roger Rabbit? Whenever that man said, and Roger Rabbit had to finish it. Yes, that's how I was about cleaning. That's why I was about anything. I had to organize everything. Everything had to be organized and done. I mean, to the point of I didn't have a life. Poor Tatiana, she had to live through that. That child, we didn't go to no park. It wasn't no time for a park. I had to dust. I had to clean. I had to get on the floor and clean the baseboards. I had to get in my cabinets and clean all the little crumbs, everything. I had to clean. Seriously. So when I got on these antidepressants, because I couldn't get up and do anything, I couldn't clean. Y'all was crying because I couldn't clean, and I was crying because I didn't want to get out of bed, and anyways, it was horrible. When I got on that medicine, it was like the songs were playing. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Well, it's not really gone. It's raining here. I can see all obstacles in my way. Yeah. I don't have that. Now, it's still there. I mean, I'll still clean some glass. I can't deal with no spots on my glass and all that. I mean, like, my car has got to be immaculate. I mean, yeah. I still have it a little bit, but not to the extent that it was. But I didn't know. It was a mental illness. It was a disorder. And I didn't have it taken care of. I thought that that was normal. It's not normal. It's not. Stop listening to people saying that, oh, you don't need those medicines for any kind of brain issues or you ain't got no depression. That's all in your mind. Don't listen to them. Take care of yourself. You will thank me later. Take care of yourself, because this right here is the most vital organ, yet we let it just fly by the wayside. Yeah. I really want you guys, I mean, don't get me wrong. God can heal anything. Believe me. The doctor said I couldn't have any more kids after Tatiana. Hello, the Lord gave me 2. I know God can heal, and I'm believing for healing for myself. Olivia, she suffers from ADHD, which is a chemical imbalance, which is the frontal lobe is not functioning properly. She takes medication. When she's on her medication, she is on point. She listens, she focuses, straight great grades. I mean, like, prior to, I was getting scribble paper. After her medicine, on point. If you'll take medicine for diabetes or heart disease or high blood pressure or whatever else they got out there, why would you not take it for your brain? That's going to help you. Okay, I'm going to calm down now. Renew your mind with God's word. Don't get me wrong. Absorb yourself. Go to Proverbs, like I said yesterday. Read everything about Proverbs. Read all of Proverbs. It'll teach you about life, period. But also think about the fruit of the Spirit. You know, just walking in the fruit of the Spirit. And renewing your mind daily. Yes, it's important. It's all important. But it's also important to seek medical attention. Yes. Because could you imagine me? I would be cleaning right now. I wouldn't be doing no video. I'd be at home cleaning. I love you for watching. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Forget what those people say. And yes, I'm still taking my medicine. Because if I didn't, I'll be a hot mess. I love you for watching. Take care. Have a great weekend. Peace.